Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well in light of the current situation. Today, I will be reading some poems from William Wordsworth, who is not quite as in the mainstream as a lot of the other poets I've done so far, at least from what I've seen. So, yeah, maybe you're more likely not to have heard these. Or you have, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoy them. So, without further ado, let's begin. 24. Surprised by joy, impatient as the wind. Surprised by joy, impatient as the wind, I turned to share the transport. Oh, with whom but thee, deep buried in the silent tomb, that spot which no vicissitude can find. Love, faithful love, recalled thee to my mind, but how could I forget thee? Through what power, even for the least division of an hour, have I been so beguiled as to be blind to my most grievous loss? That thought's return was the worst pang that sorrow ever bore, save one only, when I stood forlorn, knowing my heart's best treasure was no more, that neither present time nor years unborn could to my sight that heavenly face restore. Perfect woman. She was a phantom of delight when first she gleamed upon my sight, a lovely apparition, sent to be a moment's ornament. Her eyes as stars of twilight fair, like twilights too, her dusky hair, but all things else about her drawn from Maytime and the cheerful dawn, a dancing shape, an image gay, to haunt, to startle, and waylay. I saw her upon nearer view, a spirit, yet a woman too. Her household motions light and free, and steps of virgin liberty, a countenance in which did meet sweet records, promises as sweet, a creature not too bright or good for human nature's daily food, for transient sorrows, simple wiles, praise, blame, love, kisses, tears, and smiles. And now I see with eye serene the very pulse of the machine, a being breathing thoughtful breath, a traveler between life and death, the reason firm, the temperate will, endurance, foresight, strength, and skill, a perfect woman, nobly planned, to warn, to comfort, and command, and yet a spirit still and bright, with something of angelic light. We are 7. A simple child that lightly draws its breath, and feels its life in every limb, what should it know of death? I met a little cottage girl. She was 8 years old, she said. Her hair was thick with many a curl that clustered round her head. She had a rustic, woodland air, and she was wildly clad. Her eyes were fair, and very fair. Her beauty made me glad. Sisters and brothers, little maid, how many may you be? How many? 7 in all, she said, and wondering looked at me. And where are they, I pray you tell? She answered, 7 are we, and 2 of us at Conway dwell, and 2 are gone to sea. 2 of us in the churchyard lie, my sister and my brother, and in the churchyard cottage I dwell near them with my mother. You say that 2 at Conway dwell, and 2 are gone to sea, yet ye are 7. I pray you tell, sweet maid, how this may be. Then did the little maid reply, 7 boys and girls are we, 2 of us in the churchyard lie, beneath the churchyard tree. You run about, my little maid, your limbs they are alive. If 2 are in the churchyard laid, then ye are only 5. Their graves are green, they may be seen, the little maid replied. 12 steps or more from my mother's door, and they are side by side. My stockings there I often knit, my kerchief there I hem, and there upon the ground I sit and sing a song to them. And often after sunset, sir, when it is light and fair, I take my little porringer and eat my supper there. The first that died was Sister Jane, in bed she moaning lay, till God released her of her pain, and then she went away. So in the churchyard she was laid, and when the grass was dry, together round her grave we played, my brother John and I. And when the ground was white with snow, and I could run and slide, my brother John was forced to go, and he lays by her side. How many are you then, said I, if they too are in heaven? Quick was the little maid's reply, O master, we are 7. But they are dead, those 2 are dead, their spirits are in heaven. 'Twas throwing words away, for still the little maid would have her will, and said, Nay, we are 7. She dwelt among the untrodden ways. She dwelt among the untrodden ways, beside the springs of Dove, a maid whom there were none to praise, and very few to love. A violet by a mossy stone, half hidden from the eye, bare as a star when only one is shining from the sky. She lived unknown, and few would know when Lucy ceased to be, but she is in her grave, and oh, the difference to me. A slumber did my spirit seal, a slumber did my spirit seal, I had no human fears. She seemed a thing that could not feel the touch of earthly years. No motion has she now, no force, she neither hears nor sees, rolled round in earth's diurnal course, with rocks and stones and trees. On seeing a tuft of snowdrops in a storm, when haughty expectations prostrate lie, and grandeur crouches like a guilty thing, oft shall the lowly weak, till nature bring mature release, and fair society survive, and fortune's utmost anger try, like these frail snowdrops that together cling, and nod their helmets, smitten by the wing of many a furious whirl blast sweeping by. Observe the faithful flowers, if small to great may lead the thoughts, thus struggling used to stand the Amathian phalanx, nobly obstinate, and so the bright immortal Theban band, whom on set, fiercely urged at Jove's command, might overwhelm, but could not separate. Alright, well, I think that's all I'll do for tonight. Sort of a short video, but I hope you enjoyed it regardless. So, I hope you're having a good day, good night, whatever it is for you, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.